Hey guys, so John and Bryce here from Edge Fitness. We're just so excited about the challenge that we're about to launch. A lot of work has gone into this, and we just want to make sure that everyone understands what the challenge is all about, really, don't we? So we thought we'd do a short podcast to help you guys understand why it's necessary to look at doing an 8-week challenge, and hopefully by listening to what we have to say, that you will get a better understanding of, why you want to do it or why you need to do it, and then join us for the next 8-week challenge starting on September the 9th.
So soon.
I know, 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah. You excited?
I'm really excited. So this is even more exciting because, we're doing it at the back of our new house and it's just very tropical out here. And it's my little home away from home.
Yeah.
That I feel really relaxed.
Yeah.
So.
How are you feeling leading into the challenge?
I'm actually quite pumped. It's like, I did a challenge a couple of weeks ago, actually a couple of months ago, and with everyone who does challenges, you fall off the wagon straight after, and I've spent a couple of months just floundering around, and now, my mind's in the right place. I want to go back in there and feel really good just before summer. It's really, the spring's hitting and everyone wants to feel good again. They don't know what to do, and what I like about this is I think this program is really based on getting people to understand how really give them the skills to making themselves feel good.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so what is the 8-week challenge? What's it involve?
I think we're going to both talk to this really because Bryce has had a lot of work. He's putting a lot of work in creating this, and this is exactly what people are asking. What is the 8-week challenge? And now I'm actually flipping the question around for Bryce. So Bryce is actually going to talk into what it is exactly.
All right, look. So the 8-week challenge is basically the main part is a training program based on your goal and where you're at in terms of your training and what your interests are. But on top of that, there's also a nutrition aspect to really help you get the results that you want. And then obviously you can have the best training program in the world, you can have the best nutrition program in the world, but that means nothing if you can't stick to it. So there's also the added accountability that we give you as trainers to make sure that you're really showing up every day and giving your best effort, because that's what it's really all about. It's about building new habits and becoming a better version of yourselves and doing the best that you can every day.
Yeah, I think just to add to that nutrition challenge, just the way that I've explained to people is what I noticed with my last challenge specifically was that you're given everything on a silver platter, whereas we've intentionally made the commitment to really teach people how to eat, so therefore it can be carried on after this. So and that's a big component was nutrition, and we've actually had a lot of talking and thinking about how it is that we can make it so therefore it's not one of those things where you fall off the wagon. It's helping you guys identify what is right for you, eating to your body type or eating to your goal, and maintaining it well after the challenge has finished.
Yeah, that's it. We're trying to build, we're not just trying to give you a meal plan, we're trying to build good nutrition strategies that you can carry forward after the challenge, because what we always see after a challenge, which is usually, the downside of doing a challenge, is that you get really good results, you have an awesome before and after photo, but then I want to see the after photo. Usually you just go back to right where you were at the start of the challenge.
That's a good challenge in itself. We should do the happy ever after. And really see where people are in life. Because that's really the key in all of this is helping people live a healthier lifestyle that's balanced, and balance is the key. We all eat whatever, but it's not until you actually learn to identify how to eat properly and how it how everything fits into that whole circle. That's when it becomes more a lifestyle balanced habit.
Yeah, of course. And that's one of the things that I love about this challenge the most, is that there is a plan for after the challenge to make sure that you don't only get the results in the challenge, but you maintain it and you keep improving long after the challenge ends.
So there's a bit of a little window there.
Yeah.
So Bryce has also developed a program that's going to help propel you forward once the challenge finishes. So give us a little insight, a little snippet to what people can expect. What happens after the challenge?
Look, after the challenge, alright, so after you've gotten the results that you want, after you've started to make some progress and the motivation is high, you then go on to what's going to be called the Edge program. So you continue on with the style of training that you've been following with the challenge, or if you're wanting to change things up, you can jump on to the other style of training and try something out. Yeah, the other style of training, and that way, you know, when you come to the gym, you always know what you could be doing, and knowing that what you're doing is actually going to give you the results that you want.
Awesome.
We'll talk about more about that later.
Yeah, well, you'll hear more about that. So we're going to get the challenge up and running.
Yeah.
So let's get to the challenge. What is the challenge? So we have 3 different programs that we've launched, and we're going to tell you specifically what each of those programs are. So what's the starter program?
All right, the starter program, you might have seen the video, but the starter program is for people who are just starting their fitness journey. Maybe they've had some time off, maybe, you know, you're a new mum. Or maybe you're young and you're just starting to want to have some physical development and you want to get into the gym. You know, this challenge, the starter challenge, is perfect for people who just want to build confidence in the gym and learn how to move their body in a way that will propel them into some kind of physical development.
Okay, so let's get a bit deeper with that, so people understand, because I know the moment we opened those doors and told everyone what we're doing, we have had the floodgates open. Like, people are...
it's exciting.
Look, you know what's happened is that we've had, with NBN, we've had no internet and we've had no telephone service, and we're redirecting people to call us on our mobiles. But it's been hot, so people actually want to hear this. So I want to digest this a little bit more and dive into it. Like, let's talk about the starter. Like, talk to me about the groups of people we're really targeting, or who should be doing this. Yeah.
So like I said, if, you know, the young teenagers who are just starting their fitness journey, this is honestly perfect for them. If you're a little bit shy about using the gym, this challenge is an awesome way just to develop your confidence and just kind of get a bit of an understanding of what to do when you actually come to the gym. The other demographic that's awesome is the new mums, like I said, who are, you know, or if you've coming off from an injury, you know, you've had some time off and you want to come back to the gym, but you know you're a little bit deconditioned, you're not as fit or as strong as you used to be, and you're looking for a program to kind of keep you motivated, but also guide you back into training. And I think the last demographic that's perfect for the starter challenge is the senior demographic. You know, that we all have an understanding now that exercising and lifting weights is so good in the prevention of osteoporosis and all these other issues. So getting into the gym if you're a senior is so important, but it's also so scary if you've never had that development as a young person. So getting into the gym in a challenge like this is honestly just perfect for that guidance and that confidence.
Yeah. And the kick-ass part about this is that over that 8 weeks, you've got a program. You've got a program to follow. For the starter guys, it's not like going into a gym and they just give you this program and you go, well, how long do I work out for? And how long is it going to last and all that. It's like that guidance on a weekly basis of what you've got to do, and then it changes again, and then you guide it again. So there is something there to keep you motivated and keep you moving ahead.
Yeah, we want to keep it fresh and exciting throughout all the challenges. We don't want to be, you know, doing the same mundane thing every time we come to the gym. We want to keep the motivation high, but at the same time, we don't want it to be too different every day that we never really get a grasp on what it is we're actually doing in the gym.
Yeah. That's a good point. So our next part to that is that we're going to go to our lift. And
you're excited about this one?
This is my excitement. So, you know, I get excited about lifting weights, and I know there's a lot of people who are quite excited about that too. And there's a lot of women who are quite excited about this. So this is that next step level, really, up from the starter. And how would you explain that? Like, you know, what's the difference? What's the main difference between the lift and the starter person?
So the starter person is, you know, maybe a little bit unsure of what to do. The lift person has a bit of experience in the gym. They love to push themselves and they know how to. And they have kind of a base foundation of, you know, staying safe and how to move in the gym already. So you're not trying to learn what to do in the gym. It's more, how can we progress on what we already know? And maybe upskill and also lift a bit stronger than before.
So that's, I guess really to put the icing on top of the cake.
Yeah.
Give us demographics. Like, when we talk about demographics, I always talk in the sense of who in our local area and looking beyond that, because what we haven't said about this program is that you do not have to be a part of this gym at all to be a part of the challenge. You could be at any gym anywhere around the world and you could still execute this program, as long as you're keeping connected via social media, via the teleconferencing calls that we'll do and all that. And that's the beauty of having technology. But let's have a look at the especially for the locals, the specific demographics, because I think we've been in the gym long enough now to understand who's actually asking for more lift programs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest calling for this program is coming from mums who have been to the gym for a little while and they just want to get results and they want to feel strong. They want to lift some weights and kind of, I guess, in a way, build their confidence both in and out of the gym because they have that strength behind them. For a lot of people, they overdo cardio in a sense and kind of forget about the weights. And so, their cardiorespiratory system is so developed, they can run for ages, but they're not quite getting the results they want because they haven't developed the muscle required to actually see the results that they're looking for. Yeah.
Excellent. I really love that point as well, because how quite often group fitness is such a big thing in gyms and that.
Huge.
And women, especially women, and I'll say that now because so many women go to the gym, miss the whole point of actually lifting quality weights to really develop their body and develop things like their bone density and all that. And a lot of the times women talk about bone density, and it's like you do really need to lift moderately solid weights to do that.
I think lifting is part of overall fitness, and if you haven't been lifting for a while and you recognize that this is an area you can improve in, the lift program is for you. Alternatively, if you're someone who just loves lifting weights, you just love being under some heavy load, you love the feeling of toning your muscles through multiple repetitions of a weight, you'll love this program. And
that is talking to my boys. That's exactly right. Exactly. Like, there's so many guys that I see, and I know there's a lot of you who've been watching this and asking questions like it's that reboot that you need, guys, to get in there and really drive this and have something to work to. And it's only 8 weeks. Like, what is 8 weeks? So, fellas, you don't get out of this lightly. Like, there's an expectation that we're going to see a good majority of men joining us in the lift program. All right.
Absolutely. And like, for people who are, still, they're getting bored with what they're doing in the gym, this is such a good way to revamp that motivation, to try and maybe slightly different style of training than what you're currently doing. And just, progressing even more and breaking that plateau that you're currently in.
Awesome. So our third program, and I know this is going to light you and Rachel up completely.
Absolutely.
And this is really the hybrid program that we've launched, and this is that next level again. So let's go. Drive this home as to why the hybrid program is so good for everyone. And I say this is we've had it out in the gym, and so many people want to do the hybrid program.
By far the most popular.
Yeah, it's been the most popular program that we've delivered. And the names are just all going down on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the hybrid program is going to be a lot of fun. If you love a challenge, if you love lifting weights, you love also doing the cardio, the hard yards, you love getting sweaty in a workout, this is for you. Look, if you love, that mixed training where you're lifting weights, you're running, you're doing burpees, this is for you.
Do you know what I love about this is that the women are going crazy, and
100%.
Like I look at that sheet, and I think on that sheet there's probably about 7 guys to like 25 women. And they're gonna love it. They really will.
It's huge.
So tell me about the whole construction of this, because people have been asking, like, is there going to be variety in the cardio? Like, I get it with the weights and everything else, but they're like, cardio, what more is it going to be? And I was like, you've got to wait. We can't give away too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I think the thing with the hybrid program that's so exciting is that every day you come into the gym, you'll be doing a different cardio workout. You're never going to do the same workout twice on this program. You might lift weights in a similar way, but for the cardio piece, it's different and exciting every single day. And you know, there's workouts ranging from short and fast sprints to maybe longer endurance workouts. And over the course of the 8 weeks, we build you up from a baseline fitness progressively to somewhere where you're pretty freaking fit by the end of the program. So I think that's really exciting.
And I think, you know, there's the varying ranges that we're seeing people who are registering now is huge. And, you know, I guess by the end of the 8 weeks, we would expect to see a lot of people who will just look back in time and go, wow, I didn't think I could do this. But look at what they're doing now. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. The workouts, you know, they're there to push you. It's a challenge. We want to make it a challenge in the sense that it's hard, but also at the same time, it's also a lot of fun. So if you just get in there and you just have a go, you know, you're going to really get something out of this program.
Cool. So let's talk about the logistics of how this will happen over the next couple of weeks. So therefore you understand, you know, what's expected, how you fit into that. Let's start with the workouts. How are they going to be posted? What, you know?
How do you get your workouts? I think that's a good question. So basically, if the website's up and running, there will be weekly workouts posted at the start of every week. All you have to do is log in to this part of the website. You go to your section of, you know, which program you're doing, and then you'll see the workout of the day for whatever day it is that you're at the gym. So, you know, if it's the first Thursday of the challenge, you'll go in, log into the website, you'll see Thursday for the week 1, and you'll do the workout as written.
So basically, when we talk about it, I guess just digesting that is that the website we're working on at the moment, so therefore you can sign in, and then once you've signed in, you will have access to your specific program.
It'll be super easy to follow.
Excellent. So let's talk about accountability, because there's a couple of things that we've done in this to make sure that we're keeping people engaged, and we're able to help people monitor people a lot better. One of them is the Zoom calls.
So every week there's a Zoom call with everyone that's doing your specific program. So it'll just be you guys, and you'll get a call from one of the trainers at the gym, and basically you have the opportunity to ask any questions that you might have, and also it's a bit of an accountability check-in. We'll say, how'd you find this workout? What did you think of this and that? And you know, if you're starting to feel like you're falling behind the wagon a bit, we can pull you back on.
Absolutely.
And keep you motivated.
The other thing that we're going to do that's really quite good, and I think it's necessary, is that everyone gets a food diary, and this is certainly going to keep people accountable. It's going to really make it real for a lot of people. You know, when you have to log what you're eating, and then you've got to actually show someone, that really does make you understand. But you know, more than that, it's really understanding what's going into your mouth, and that's really the whole point of it. It's not for us to stand there with a stick and whack you over the head. It's so you can see what you're putting into your body. When you're tracking what you're doing, you'll understand more what you have to do to live a more balanced lifestyle. And I'm speaking from my own experience here, because you know, sometimes my balance in a daily thing could be more ice cream than vegetables. And when I'm aware that I'm doing that, it's like, well, then I can swing things back the other way.
I think, tracking is so important for anything. If you want to improve anything in your life, when you start tracking what it is and providing measurable data on that thing, you're actually able to progress in that much faster, because your brain will actually subconsciously start trying to find ways to improve what it is that you're measuring without you having actually to apply any extra effort. The same goes for your diet. You know, if you're constantly writing down, I had ice cream and a bottle of red wine after dinner every night, and your goal is to improve your health, seeing that and writing that down every day, your brain will be like, hey, maybe let's cut out the ice cream, maybe let's next cut out the red wine, maybe let's just cut back a little bit. And you'll actually see more results just because of the tracking alone. And then we've got the strategies and guidance on top of that.
That we can add on top of that. Okay, so that's pretty much all we need to cover, other than what's your one piece of advice? Well, we're going to give you from our point of views here of how you're going to make this challenge easy for yourself.
My one piece of advice would definitely be to use the systems that are in place and really just own the challenge. You know, this is for you. It's your challenge. We can give you, like we said, the best program, the best guidance, the best nutrition in the world. But unless you're really going to adopt it and make it your own, you're never going to see a change. And you're never going to get the most out of it. So I think just really just own the challenge and use the structures that have been put in place to help you.
So I'm just going to echo with that too, because I think it's really important for people when they go into a challenge to understand why they're doing the challenge. And we have personal trainers here that you have direct access to. And I would say to you, go and see your personal trainer and let them help you understand what you set as your goals, so therefore we can then chunk it down to bite-sized pieces, so therefore you know what you're doing on a daily basis that's going to get you closer to your goal. That's my biggest advice for the challenge. Don't just go in there saying that you want to become musclier or you want to lose 10 kilos over an 8-week period. It's understanding the process that's required for you to get there, and once you understand that, it makes the whole tracking system work even better for you.
Yeah. You really understand what your why is and what your motivation is. I love it. Yeah.
Cool. So guys, we're going to do another day, another post, and this time we're going to flick it over to you guys who are watching this and say, what questions do you guys want answered, so therefore we can answer it.
Yeah, this is your challenge, guys. So ask your questions, and it's our job to help you with your progress. So let us know what you want to know.
Excellent. Until the challenge starts, we will be talking to you shortly. See ya. This is you're going to cut and paste, aren't you?
I can cut and paste.